from Greenbow, Alabama. Like, nobody likes this movie. Long, fake, dry movie about absolutely nothing. So, what, the guy, well, in the 60s or whatever, and he was involved in everything and went here and there and Vietnam and met the president and supposedly played football for Alabama and Bear Bryant. What about the part of the movie where he gets all upset and pissed off because some jamoke roughs up his girlfriend or whatever? Jenny gets all mad about that, but he's gonna play football for Alabama? I don't think so. Bear Bryant spent 90% of his time drunk and beat his wife as a hobby in his spare time. But Forrest Gump plays for him. And you know, and here's the worst part. These idiot bubblegum Gump fans, these fake-ass pretend fans, you ask about Alabama, they know 3 things about Alabama: Nick Saban, Bear Bryant, and fucking Gump. But they don't even know, they can't even tell you what position Forrest Gump played. Pretend-ass fake fans since 2008. They don't even know what year Forrest Gump graduated. Then you got people like this guy here, this illegal immigrant, this Alex or Alexander Armadillos, whatever the hell his name is. Look at this guy here. Guy tries to tell me, fake-ass Alabama fan, typical here, don't know shit except 2008 through now. This guy tries to tell me, only reason UGA was any good in the early 80s, won the national title and all those SEC titles with Herschel Walker, only reason we were any good is because Alabama didn't have Bear Bryant anymore. Now, you idiot! Herschel was at UGA 80, 81, and 82. Bear Bryant didn't leave till 83. Typical dumbass Gump fan. Now, but back to Forrest Gump though. This is a movie review, not a Gump-tard review. Hey, back to Forrest Gump here. Now listen, Forrest Gump, look, listen to me. Ain't nobody can, so what? The guy was allergic to haircuts, and he can run really good. Who gives a shit? So can 90% of the population of Kenya. Nobody cares, I promise. This dumbass can't put a sentence together, Forrest Gump. But he was valedictorian at Alabama, smartest person there, this half-witted retard. The best part of the movie, really, is when that guy with no legs, Gary Sinise, whatever his name is, and Forrest Gump got to feed him the ice cream. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream, ice cream, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Forrest Gump, long, drawn-out, boring-ass movie about nothing. Forrest Gump.
I'm not a smart man.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Clap your hands, clap, clap, clap. Stomp your feet, stomp, stomp, stomp. Spin around, spin, spin, spin. Alright. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 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 Wash your hands, wash, wash, wash. Shake your hands, shake, shake, shake. Brush your teeth, brush, brush, brush. Alright. Good morning.
Good morning. It's Uncle Lou here. Yeah, that's right. Try to contain your excitement if you can. DVD will be here in a minute too. No way you can contain your excitement down. But for now, keep your excitement in check. Once BVD comes on, then you no longer have to contain it. I think that's fair. Welcome to the morning show with Uncle Lou and BVD. We do this show 4 mornings a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 8 a.m. Sometimes we talk about football and sometimes we don't. This is not a college football show. Okay? Okay. This is a talk about whatever we want show. I do have some football shows, though. Every Tuesday and Thursday at noon on this channel, and every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. on this channel. 10 p.m. is call-in show. You can even call in, talk about football. Yeah. I'm going to give some stuff away this morning. Any Alabama fans in here? Most of them sleep till noon. Yeah, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, it's
So,
working today. Okay.
So this is not a football show, right?
No,
But I can call in tonight at 10 if I want to talk football.
you can talk football on this show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
this
just
is
making sure.
This is a potpourri show.
Oh, what kind of potpourri do you like?
The kind where you can talk about anything.
All right, then. I guess I've called the right place. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Is Jen Nay going to be on the show this week?
Look here, listen. I wish I had a female around here who would come out here and do skits with me. There was a lot of possibilities there, but
Oh, yeah.
No.
That'd be great.
probably no Jenny.
She's probably got better sense than that, though.
Plus, isn't Jenny dead because Forrest Gump gave her AIDS?
Something like that. He gave her something. Whatever happened to that little Gump?
Pretty sure.
There.
Pretty sure he grew up retarded too.
Man, picking on retards. What kind of show is
No,
this?
I'm not picking. I have never picked on little Forrest Gump.
Oh, just big Forrest Gump.
I picked on the movie. I mean, what
Was kind of a stupid movie, wasn't it?
dry ass movie about nothing. What is Forrest Gump about? I've never seen Forrest Gump. In 30 seconds or less, tell me what it's about.
He was running. There you go.
Right.
He had leg braces, then he didn't. Little boys was throwing rocks at him, then they wasn't. Jenny's daddy was doing bad things to her in the cornfield, then he wasn't. And something bit him, then they didn't. That's about it.
Right.
Kind of funny though.
Right.
Movie.
Movie
I like
about
Dr.
nothing.
Pepper too.
The
You
best,
like Dr. Pepper?
the really the only good part about Forrest Gump was the ending, and by that I mean that at that point it was over.
Mm.
You know.
See, now you got me wondering if I even like that movie or not. Because I never thought about it before. I thought, you know what, that's a funny movie. Now that I kind of think about it, it was a dumbass movie, wasn't it?
It really was.
Damn.
It was.
Educational show this morning show.
We do what we can here.
Other than the Forrest Gump reviews, what else is going on this morning, Lou?
Well, this is Lou headed back to work today.
Oh, is that a good thing?
Well,
She's probably not too happy about it. Or
Well,
maybe
no.
she is.
no. She's not. She done got used to working at home. You know.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. So she had to get dressed today. You know.
Working in her jammies. Got used to that, huh?
Yeah. No.
Kind of hate that for her.
She'll get back into the routine. I mean, it's not like other than having to drive to work. I mean, it's not like, we always get up early and you got kids off to school and all that. So that nothing was different there. It's just, if I had to leave here at 6:45 every morning and drive 45 minutes to do YouTube videos all day long, not that I would hate it. I love what I do, but I'd much rather just do it at home.
You'd much rather walk 45 feet than do it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think anybody would rather work at home given the choice.
Probably so.
Whatever job you have, if you could do that job at home, and I think anybody would rather do that.
What if your job's babysitting?
Well, you're usually doing that at someone else's home,
Yeah, it'd be all right to do that at home, wouldn't it?
I guess.
I don't know if I could be a babysitter. Screaming youngins, feeding them, changing diapers.
Chess is ripping Ballard a new booty hole.
Uh-oh. I thought they were buddies.
Not this week. I don't know if Ballard has figured this out yet. I had to tell him last night before I told him anything else. I had to start the conversation off with, I like you.
That's never good, is
But, that kind of thing. I think, I'm not sure. Well, see, I can't remember. Ballard, you were here last season, weren't you? He was here last season, wasn't he? He was around, wasn't he? He didn't.
Now that I think about it, I don't know.
When did you start coming around, Ballard? Weren't you? I honestly can't remember if you were here during the season last year or if you found all of us during this off season.
He found us in the off season.
Did he? I thought he was around last time.
I honestly don't remember him from last season.
He'll let us know. I can't remember.
Of course, there was no morning show.
Part of me thinks he was around, but maybe not calling in and all that kind of.
Or maybe it was towards the end of the.
He started his channel. Ballard. He said he started his channel last December, but he's been commenting for a while. So I guess that would include. I guess a while would include last season.
Must have.
Well, you know how it works, Ballard. You know how it goes, Ballard.
I love how Chess Hall spells Saban.
You think he does that on purpose?
I don't know, because now we got this guy Clay Gangstad spelling it that way too.
Right. I don't know why they're calling him Nick. Should be calling him Lou.
Lou Saban?
Yeah, that's his name.
Hmm.
Is this news to you?
It is, actually.
Oh, okay.
Is it Lou Nick or Nick Lou? Or Nick Lou?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. Let's find out, though.
The best picture, maybe, that I've ever seen, Alabama related, was the one you showed a few minutes ago where the bird was sitting on Saban's head and there was some shit up there, bird shit up there. That was great.
Yeah, that was just dumb luck when I happened to be there. Damn bird was sitting there. So that was really something there.
You did notice the bird shit, though, right?
Nick Lou Saban. So, Lou is his middle name. Now Chess is spelling Saban correctly, but calling him Lou Saban. So
that tells me he wasn't spelling it like that on purpose. He actually thought that's how it was spelled.
Now someone has changed their screen name.
Yeah, someone yesterday had done that too on the morning show, I noticed.
Is it Bears, Cubs, Canes? No. Beard God.
Beard God Kell.
It says Beard God Kell. That is a U in the.
Okay, he said that is.
No, it's Kell Bob. Okay. It's Kell Bob. Or it used to be Kell Bob. Now it's Bearded God. Or Beard God. Kell. Uh-oh. Ballard's back to his old tricks of retracting. Remember when Ballard used to retract every comment he made?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, oh yeah.
He would make and not because it was wrong or misspelled it's just, he would type a comment and then, maybe 30 seconds later he would retract it. And he would do that for every comment he made.
Did he ever explain that?
Yeah, he said, he must have been, and this isn't I'm not saying this is even a bad, I do this to my kids too, but you have to beat into your kids so bad, like anything you put on the internet's there forever, and this and that. Right. So I think he was like, he didn't want a breadcrumb of things he had done on the internet or something, is what he said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So. Yeah.
George is here this morning.
Oh, good. He's up early.
Or late.
Yeah, he might not have been asleep yet. Because what time is it out there? 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't been asleep yet.
So, VANDY and MIZZOU postponed, huh?
Yeah, they got to eat it with that Rona out there. I think the problem is with Vandy, if I heard right yesterday. Let me find a story on it.
Oh, that might explain why they're so bad this year.
The Missouri Vanderbilt football game scheduled for Saturday in Missouri has been postponed to December 12th, making it the first SEC game to be moved this season because of issues related to COVID. Vanderbilt was down to 56 scholarship players. Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Damn.
They only had 56 players in last week's game.
I was just joking about that being the reason they were so bad.
They only had 56 players in their game against South Carolina. That's, I don't know. I mean, I guess everyone knows, but 85 scholarships.
Yeah, how did they even score?
So this is, that's 40% of their team gone? Wow. And
we're just now finding out about it?
The school said Monday in a news release the postponement of the Missouri game was due to a lack of scholarship athletes. The SEC's Return to Activity and Medical Guidance Task Force stipulates that a team must have at least 53 scholarship players available to play a game, including 7 offensive linemen with 1 center, 4 defensive linemen, and 1 quarterback. Vanderbilt's shortage of available scholarship players was due to the quarantining of individuals with positive COVID-19 tests and those designated as close contacts, along with injuries and opt-outs, according to the school. 28th game this season so far to be postponed due to corona. Vanderbilt's next scheduled game is October 31st at home against Ole Miss. The Commodores are 0-3. Missouri is scheduled to face Florida. You know what that means? They get an extra week to prepare. Missouri does. That sounds like another built-in excuse for our buddy Dan. So when he loses, the loss to Texas A&M was because of crowd noise, both real and fake. And now the loss to Missouri will be because Missouri got out of a game, giving them an extra week to prepare.
Not because their defense is horrible.
Yeah.
Celine Driver not making any excuses, though.
He's man overboard, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's been looking for a reason to jump ship ever since all their players kneeled in that first game.
He ain't too happy about that, is he?
Well, he's not nearly as upset about his team kneeling as he was about one player kneeling in a league he doesn't follow.
He was supposed to be on the show last week.
I know.
We had that weird...
Is anybody on today?
No.
Okay.
No.
Good. Friday, October 30th. Mukbang Chess Hall. It's happening.
Going down here?
It's going down on the morning show. Friday, October 30th. Mukbang Chess Hall. Georgia and Tennessee are both off that week, so we need some excitement that week. So don't schedule anybody for that day because that's mukbang.
Don't be in jail that day either.
Right. Mukbang Chess Hall. And if you're listening now, make sure you call in sick to work or or school or whatever, October 30th.
The morning show does not condone calling into school or work any other day than October 30th, 2020.
Right. Perfectly acceptable to do it that day, though.
You could have done it yesterday, but yesterday is behind us now. So.
Right. That's true.
Wonder if Florida's down to like 50-some scholarship players, and they're not telling us.
It wouldn't surprise me if they're down to that the week of the Georgia game.
Nothing, Ball Dude 91. You didn't miss a thing last night. But you still might want to go ahead and go click on that anyway for a few minutes.
Oh, I know what I want to do. I don't know if anyone cares about this, but I do, and it's half, or at least partly, my show. Anybody know what today is? I don't mean Tuesday. I mean, this is today.
This day in history, or
like today.
Oh, okay.
Today is Amazon Prime Day.
Oh.
So,
a little more detail.
Amazon Prime Day is the equivalent of Black Friday for an actual store.
Oh, okay.
Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff on sale on Amazon. And then all day long, they have what they call lightning sales that might only last 30 minutes, an hour, whatever, and you can save a lot of money on some things. A lot of electronic stuff.
Amazon Prime member.
Yeah, you have to be a Prime member. You have to be a Prime member. If you're a YouTuber, a lot of content creator type stuff will be on sale today and tomorrow. Regular sale and the lightning sales too. And there was some things Uncle Lou wanted to check on today.
That'd be kind of like a Kmart blue light special, right? Remember those?
Oh yeah.
The youngins don't probably have a clue what I'm talking about.
No sale for me. Wish somebody would send this to my P.O. box.
Shit, me too. Instead of calling in a damn fire at my house, somebody send me a microphone like that. Be all right, wouldn't it?
No deal there. Let's see if we can find the deals.
What, $200 for that mic?
400.
Oh. See if they got any deals on those Rode $600 soundboards. Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
Nope.
Are you saying you got some interest in it?
I got some interest in it. Been done had some. Hell, who needs one of them things? I can make all them noises myself.
Toys, home, fashion, kitchen, home entertainment. No. I bet there's some computers on sale for anybody that needs a new computer. Now would be a good time to get it. Cell phones, beauty. Now, what if I just want, where's
My
electronics?
roommate needs a driver's license. I wonder if they got
Electronics.
any of them on sale.
Driver's licenses. You have to go to the black market Amazon site to find driver's licenses for sale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is one of them tried to tell him moments. There's been a lot of them over the years.
$150 off some Bose headphones.
Off?
Yeah, regular $350, prime sale $199.
Guess that's a good deal.
I ain't got no interest in it.
Yeah, Bose did some good shit, though.
What else?
I'll stick to my little $30 Sony headphones for now. Now, I guess you knew about this because you're an Amazon Prime member.
Yeah, and it's been all over the news lately. Because normally this happens earlier, but they postponed it a little because of coronavirus.
Now, is that you telling me there's not going to be a Black Friday this year?
Oh, Black Friday. No one's open. Or they're not doing, but for crowd reasons, they're not doing
Right.
the everybody come here at 6 a.m. thing or whenever they open or whatever. Because of corona.
So they're just doing the everybody come here when you normally would.
Yeah, and now a lot of places are just going to stay closed on Thanksgiving this year. Like I think Walmart, you know how they've been opening at like 8 o'clock on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving night or whatever. They're not doing that this year.
Boy, they've took a hit this year.
But a lot of places like that, Walmart, Best Buy, other places like that are having a bunch of online sales today too to try to compete with Prime Day.
Gotcha.
I don't see much here. Is there a way to search?
Nothing that interests you.
I don't see no. Well, I don't really know what I need. Like, this is the worst way to shop when you don't know what you need. You just, oh yeah, need that, need that. I don't know what I need. I'm just looking.
Yeah, it's kind of like going to the grocery store hungry.
I do want, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it. That's a great analogy. Yeah. I mean, I do want that microphone, but I'm not buying it if it's not on sale. That's too much money.
Wonder if that same theory applies to don't go to the strip club if you're horny.
Is there another reason to go?
I have to ask my roommate about that one.
I don't know. I didn't know there was any other reason to go.
Well, I mean, some people could go just to get horny.
Some people go for the food, don't they?
To a strip club?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some of them high-end ones have buffets in there.
Yeah, what kind of buffet we talking about here?
Well, the low-end ones have the kind you're thinking of. The high-end ones have the real ones, crab legs, whatever you want.
Ooh. Now, crab legs at a strip club somehow just don't sound good. Maybe it's just me.
I bet they got a bunch of TVs on sale.
At the strip club?
No.
Oh. Walmart had you know how sometimes when you walk in Walmart, they get, well, hell, all the time, depending on which side you walk in. On the home and pharmacy side, they've always got a bunch of shit up front there as soon as you walk in on sale.
Yeah.
Well, the one here has had TVs up there for months, seems like. Went in there the other day and they had I think it was like a 43-inch TV for $78. Of course, they didn't have any in stock. Of course, they won't sell the floor model.
That's irritating.
Yeah, very.
You need a tripod, BBD?
Well, I mean, man can always use a good tripod. My buddy.
You got any interest in it?
Yeah, not really. I got 3 or 4 tripods here at home.
Okay, good.
What I do have an interest in is, I don't know what it's called. You know what a monopod is, right?
Uh-huh. It's like a tripod, but it only has one leg.
It's like a stick, basically. I don't know why they don't just call it a damn stick. But my buddy, what does videos with me at the Greenville game, says they have a monopod with feet on it. Excuse me, sorry about that. Never have bothered looking one up, but I'm just curious. What the hell would you even call that?
What do you mean a monopod with feet on it?
Yeah, exactly. He said it's a monopod, but it's got like 3 little legs on the bottom.
Oh,
Not as stable as a tripod.
like this.
I guess that would be it.
I mean, to be honest, that's not a monopod.
Yeah, can't.
That's a tripod.
Mini. What are they calling it?
They call it a camera tripod, portable aluminum alloy travel phone camera tripod monopod with 3-way swivel pan head and phone holder.
Jesus. And what's that thing going for?
Cost you $37. Cost me $30.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you have does your tripod have retractable legs?
Yeah.
Then you have a monopod. Retract 2 of the legs.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, it don't work like that.
Yes, it does. I do it all the time.
I mean, it works like that, but it just, I don't know. There's more to hold on to at the top. I just use it. When I use mine, I just leave all the legs, out or whatever. Kind of, I guess, why the hell did they even create that thing?
What?
That tripod, portable aluminum alloy travel phone camera tripod monophone with 3-way swivel pan head and phone holder.
I bet you a bunch of people have bought it.
Probably so, I guess. Bunch of dummies like me.
392 people have rated it. So probably 20 times that have bought it. They must have had some interest in it. The only thing I can figure.
How'd they rate it?
You always ask questions 5 seconds too late.
I'm on a delay.
67% gave it a 5 out of 5.
Probably wouldn't work too good on a grassy knoll or football field.
Jeff Webster's who you should be asking about that.
Yeah, just get a 30-minute story. Maybe that's what I need, though. 30-minute explanation on why to or not to.
So what do you do? Just hold that camcorder?
No, I either, mostly this year I've been using my tripod.
Right. But you have some interest in a monopod, you say.
Well, I did till now. It just looks like looks like it'd be a lot of trouble.
Oh. Now here's a Prime Day deal on something Uncle Lou might need. How tall are those?
Bunch of
though?
lighting.
Are those desk lights? Now what? See, this is the kind of thing that pisses me off. 2 meters. I'm not buying it just because of that.
You want to know how many feet?
Do I seem British? I even know that that's about 6 feet. But the point that it just says meters pisses me off. So
Yeah, I'm not reading any temperature either. That's given to me in Celsius.
no, that would be dumb. Plus,
Or kilograms.
I want one that I don't have to
don't
put
like
these
kilograms
stupid
either.
filters on. I want it to automatically change. Speaking of temperature, I want the light to change temperature with the push of a button. I don't want to be screwing around with these filters.
Yeah. You ain't got your lighting supervisor yet, do you?
Oh, you're joking around, man. Lighting is complicated for me. Shit. I
It's
can't
critical.
ever get it right.
When it comes to that green screen stuff, it's critical. You don't use
I
green
get
screen very
frustrated.
often, do you?
No, I have one, but I hardly ever use it.
Yeah.
I use it when I stream video games, so I can put myself up on the screen without taking up any more room than I have to.
Right.
I think that's about the only time when I was in the process of moving from the garage to out here in the garage, and I had already taken a bunch of stuff down, and it was just a mess even behind me, which would have been on camera. I used the green screen for that and did my show from Pete's house one night. I did it from Mark Rogers' house one night. I did it from your kitchen one night.
Yeah.
Doing it from your kitchen was fun.
I don't remember that one. I remember doing it with my current background.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. My kitchen's off limits.
Maybe that's what it was. Has everyone clicked off the video yet?
Not yet. Still 153
Okay.
interested in it.
Okay. Any of y'all buying anything on Prime Day today? What do y'all have your eye on? Let me know. Matt Miller, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says Saban tried to accuse Lane of sign stealing. I saw that. That is so but I don't know, Bush League. You know, whatever. That's first of all, that's on Saban, even if it's true. Are you telling me Saban has not changed his signals since 2016? Then he's an idiot. And I don't think Saban's an idiot.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there
So,
on both accounts.
I mean, well, let me even ask a different question. Would that be cheating, even?
I don't think it would.
I don't think it is either. I mean,
Why would it be?
I guarantee you, now I know it's illegal to film the other team's signs to have them to study and all that, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody who on every staff whose job it is during a game to try to figure out. I mean, part of the chess match between OCs and DCs in a game is the OC trying to figure out what defense the DC is about to call so he knows what offensive play to call, and the DC trying to figure out what offensive play the OC is about to call so he knows what defensive play to call. And I bet you a part of that is somebody somewhere trying to figure out, you know how they hold up those poster boards with a picture of Charlie Brown on it or a picture of Fred Flintstone? I guarantee you there's people trying to figure out what that is. If you happen to figure it out halfway through the second quarter, is that stealing signs?
Wouldn't you hate to have that job?
Yeah, I would. I don't know. I just don't buy these excuses after a loss or a bad performance. I don't buy it. Stealing signs is not the reason why multiple Ole Miss wide receivers were open on every single play.
No.
That's because Alabama couldn't cover. Ole Miss didn't have to. I remember when it was something like, maybe Ballard might know, or an Alabama fan, but Alabama went something like, I don't know how many games, 20-something games or something, without allowing a 100-yard rusher. And Georgia broke that streak. at one point. In fact, it was 2015. Nick Chubb broke the streak. We got blown out, but leading into that game, that was a big storyline. Nick Chubb was on fire that year. Would he break the streak of 100-yard rushers or whatever? And he did, and we got blown out. So I'm sure Alabama fans don't care. But 2 different running backs went over 100 yards against Alabama. So it's not just that wide receivers were running open. They couldn't stop the run.
Wonder if Clemson was stealing Miami's signs.
Had to be.
Night.
That's the only way to just has nothing to do with the fact that Clemson is infinitely more talented and better.
Well, I mean, yeah. Clearly, also, Georgia's defense was stealing the Tennessee's offensive signs in the second half.
Yeah, and 2.
Also, as well as
Right.
in lieu of
Dan Mullen blaming the crowd size at Texas A&M. Auburn did the same thing to UGA. Was it Auburn? Yeah, it was Auburn. There's no rules governing crowd size. None.
See, I actually didn't know that. I thought the whole 25% thing was a league-wide rule.
No, because not everybody's doing 25%. Florida's doing 20%. Some are doing 30%. In fact, the SEC COVID rules not only don't have a rule regulating crowd size, it specifically says in the COVID rules that crowd size is up to each individual school and they can do what they want. So what? So they had 50,000 people there. So what?
Yeah, I mean.
So what? If you play them next year, they're gonna have. If you play them next year, they're gonna have 100,000 there. Then what? Then what are you gonna do? So I don't buy that. I mean, anybody that watched that game knows why Florida lost, and it didn't have anything to do with crowd size.
It's because Texas A&M was stealing their signals.
Right. These coaches need to cry about the right thing. Weatherman, thank you for the super chat. He says, BVD, punter U versus punter U Saturday. FU this week. We've already actually, I hate to, is he a Kentucky fan? How did I not know that?
I saw that.
I mean, he's in here all the time. I don't know how I missed that. That he's a Kentucky fan. Good luck to you this week, sir. But Georgia is punter U. I don't know what this is about.
You're telling me that there's Kentucky fans?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in here. But Georgia is punter U. So Georgia's got the best punter probably in the nation, but definitely in the SEC. BVD will tell you that right now if you ask him.
Yeah, his nickname's Flipper, isn't it?
Yeah, he's done it in every game, too. He did it to y'all. Kept keeping y'all inside y'all's 15 or whatever it was. He did it to Arkansas four times in a row against Arkansas in the first half. We went 3 and out. 4 times in a row, he pinned them inside the 10-yard line. And not only that, he's that rare he can punt at 60 yards, too. You know what I mean? So he can do that. Or he can punt.
He had a 64-yarder in our game.
Or he can punt from your 48-yard line and pin you inside the 10. So he's got like the aim and the finesse and the power.
He's multi-talented.
He is.
Probably got a good long snapper, too.
He was the best player on our team in the first half of the Arkansas game. He was the MVP of the first half, no doubt about it. Definition 409 says, take the knee, Celine, justice for all. He spelled justice wrong, but I still understood what he meant. Brian Biak, thank you for the super chat. He says, God bless Amazon Prime and the Gators. What you getting on Amazon Prime? I want to know what people are getting on Amazon Prime. I want to get something.
This is like Christmas.
Yeah, I want to get something.
Well, you should be getting something here in a day or two.
Better be getting 2 helmets.
That's what I mean.
Oh, I got 2 more yesterday. Hold on, where are they? Oh, these are good looking ones too. Let me grab them.
Make sure. Okay, wait till he gets back. Me neither, SSL.
Well, I say they're two good-looking ones. One of them is just a plain. I mean, everyone knows this one, but
Now make sure, Lou,
Nebraska.
When you get those two helmets I sent you, pay attention to the name.
Yeah, no problem. But now this is a good-looking helmet. Do they actually wear this ever? Stanford black helmet. I'm used to the white one with the black S and the green tree in the middle or whatever. But do they actually wear this one?
It could be an NC State helmet too.
But it's a good-looking helmet. I like that one. It's like that matte black. It looks kind of like that Georgia one I have.
There's no possible way. No way that you could ever get every mini helmet made. There's not enough room.
No, you'd go broke just buying Oregon.
Yeah.
I found on Amazon yesterday looking. Must have been 15 mini helmets, all from colleges in the state of Wisconsin that I had never heard of. You know how you have like Louisiana Monroe, Louisiana Lafayette? It was like that, but they were all Wisconsin.
Well, let's see. Right off the top of my head, the only ones I can think of course, Wisconsin. There's Wisconsin, Milwaukee. And that's the only reason I know of them is because of basketball. I don't even know if they have football at that school. And that's it.
I'll probably never be able to find that list again now, but I'm going to look and see because I was like, who are these people?
USFL helmet. Are those available, Biscuit?
I don't know, but if they are, I need to get me the Herschel Walker one.
I was going to say, Lou probably want that New Jersey Generals helmet. That'd be something for you to get.
This is a good-looking helmet, too. This matte black Ohio State helmet with the red and white stripe over the top. Ohio State's black uniforms look good. They don't wear them often. Oh, they wear them more often than we do, but Ohio State's black uniforms look good. You need the Montana State Bobcats, BBD?
No, I'm good on that one.
You sure?
Is that what that's what that is? It's not a bad looking helmet.
Or maybe you need McNeese State? I'm guessing
Basketball
you don't.
School.
Basketball skew. Is that a black Nebraska helmet?
I believe so. Look at that thing.
Texas State?
Yep. Aren't they the Bobcats or some kind of cat?
Well, this is about an ugly helmet here. The Tulane Green Wave. Look at that. That
Yeah,
looks
did
like,
you see them blue uniforms they were wearing this past
like
week?
some kind of knockoff cartoon character. That's a good looking Utah helmet right there, too. The black, the matte black, I don't think it matters, the team. Every matte black helmet just looks good for some reason. Why? Doesn't it? I think it does.
I like the chrome helmets for some reason. You know why they created them chrome helmets?
Look at this NC State helmet. They ever wore that?
Yeah, they're wearing it all the time now.
With the wolf head on it?
Yep. You remember the old diamond-shaped NC State helmets? Their letters were on there in like a shape of a diamond. That was pretty cool.
Look, even this Duke helmet looks good in matte black. Do I
ain't got no interest in it.
I don't think I have Duke. $22. I might. Shit.
Walk away from the light, Lou.
Everybody see my address? Okay, good. Thanks, accept me. Your order has been placed. That's a good-looking helmet. I needed it. That's what I'll tell Mrs. Lou when it gets here. I'm just going to tell her BVD sent it to me. He lost a bet. I hate to say it, but even this one looks good. Damn, South Carolina and matte black. See, here's the regular Duke helmet. Look how much better the black one looks than that one.
What is that thing next to Duke?
Oh, that's the Idaho Vandals, sir.
Is that green?
I believe it's gold. I believe it's pea green.
That's what it looks like.
I don't know. Oh, the Richmond Spy. Look at this. The Richmond Spiders. Oh, look at this one. Now, that's a good-looking helmet, ain't it, BVD?
Mm-hmm.
You like that?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I don't have that.
You still don't.
No. I have interest in it.
I wonder why high school helmets are like quadruple the price of these college helmets.
Because the more of something you make, the cheaper it is to make it.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I seriously doubt there's hundreds of thousands of Greenville High School or whatever Devils helmets being made.
Now, who said I was interested in that?
Me.
There's way more high schools than there are colleges.
Yeah, but there's way less interest in it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Here's you a chrome Gamecocks helmet, BVD. You say you like those. Man, that thing's $38.
Ain't got no interest in it.
That one costs a lot for the same reason the Greenville one does.
Look at that ugly ass thing next to it. What is that?
That's Navy. How you going to talk about the armed forces, sir?
I don't care. That's ugly. Now, if it was Army,
I ain't got no interest in this. This looks horrible.
yeah, it does.
The rest of the black ones looked pretty good, but that's just ugly. Why? You know why? And I'm not even joking. The white around this Y should not be there.
That ruins it.
And I'm not even saying that just because they're the Fred Flintstones of college football.
What? Serious question. What's your thoughts on Penn State's uniforms?
I still like the traditional uniforms too. You know, I like Alabama, I like Penn State, I like Michigan. These teams that never change. I still like those. I like Georgia's traditional uniforms. I like the black ones. I wouldn't want to wear black all the time. The problem with Georgia is the administration or the coaching staff or who, I don't know who's to blame, has made it they've made it too much of a big deal.
The color changes?
By never doing it, you know?
Yeah.
So then every year it becomes a big deal. Oh, we're going to wear black. Which game are we going to wear black? What about this game? You think he'll do it for that game? And it becomes this big thing, and then they don't want to do it. If they just came out and said, you know what? We're going to wear black the last home game of the year every year or whatever. Or, you know, we're going to a home game in every October or November, whatever. You know, we're going to wear it once a year. It wouldn't become such a big deal. But, you know, and the thing is, every like August, like 2 weeks before the season starts, UGA's equipment has a Twitter page. I think it's called UGA Equipment or UGA Football Equipment. It's the official Twitter page of our uniforms. And every August, they put out a tweet of a black jersey. And people are like, oh, yeah. And they start, you know, and everyone looks at the schedule. Oh, yeah, I bet you they're going to do it for Auburn. Oh, no, they're going to do it for, and whatever. And it just becomes this huge thing, and then they don't do it. Just do it once a year, and then everyone knows, and it's not such a big deal then, and just wear the black uniforms once a year.
Well, maybe that's why they do it the other way, so they can make a big deal about it.
I don't know. Maybe.
Get more interest in it.
Now, what do you think about this Navy helmet here? This gold with the anchor on it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of VANDY though.
Now here's a North Texas helmet knockoff of Oregon, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, look at this Virginia Tech helmet. Now, what is that? What is that inside the letters? What is that supposed to be? Is that an accident?
I don't know what that is.
Hmm.
You happen to see that?
What?
ugly ass
What is it? What
camo
is
helmet?
this? Celine Driver. What is this? You know what that is, BBD?
I have no clue.
I wouldn't have known if I didn't see the name right before I clicked on it. Is this even a college? Much less do they have a football team? The U.S. Coast Guard Academy?
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, look. U.S. Coast Guard Academy Bears. Celine Driver. I have interest in it. What in the world? Is there a U.S.? Okay, first of all, my brother was in the Coast Guard, so I know I know they have their boot camp. But what is the U.S. Coast Guard Academy? Is it a college, like where you take math and stuff? And do they have a football team?
Never heard of them.
I have to go to the comments section and get educated.
I thought maybe that was like a Ole Miss, a new Ole Miss helmet. Aren't they the Rebel Black Bears now or something?
They're in Division III, somebody says. So
Somebody tell
where
me
is it
what
at?
GG means. What is this GG I'm seeing all the time in the comments?
Glitter Gator. That's what it is, BBD. Glitter Gator. Short for Glitter Gator. Somebody said it's in Connecticut. You know, I had no idea. I had no clue. The
That
Coast
is an
Guard.
ugly Virginia Tech helmet, Dennis, but it's not nearly as ugly as the camo Tennessee helmet that Carter's got.
Definition 409 says all Jeff Webster stories should start with "because I got high." Or maybe they should end with that. Well, no. If it ended with that, most people would never hear him say it. Braves WS, thank you for the super chat. He says, "How about the Braves, Lou? Had to stay up till 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. just to listen to the game. Late games suck for me overseas. Bama, Georgia won't start till 2 a.m. and end at 6 a.m. for me over here, but they won, so it's worth it." How do you watch? How do you watch it over there? I'm just curious how you watch. For instance, like the Bama Georgia game comes on CBS here. How do you watch it over there? I'm curious if you watch it online some way or if there's a
CBS
service.
app.
But that works over there?
Well, I don't see why it wouldn't. They got internet over there, don't they?
I have no idea what they have over there.
I mean, I would assume they got internet over there. It's called the World Wide Web.
You ever been to North Korea?
Have not.
Been to China?
Have not.
Weatherman,
Sure,
thank you
they-
for the super chat, sir. He says Kentucky has the best punter. Number 1 punter last year. You have
That'd be
Netflix?
last year.
You have Netflix, BBD?
I do.
If you go to Germany tomorrow
Hmm.
and log into your Netflix account, you see the same thing you see when you're here?
I don't know. Never been to Germany.
You don't.
You don't?
No.
What do you see?
You see the German Netflix.
Oh. What's it called?
It's called
German
Netflix.
Speaking of Netflix.
If
what
you
I've
have a
been-
VPN and you want to know what the German Netflix looks like, connect to the internet through a German VPN and go to Netflix.
Know what I've been watching?
No.
Cobra Kai.
Oh, yeah, that's great. They don't have a new
Bad.
season out, do they?
Not yet.
Okay.
I've seen it before. I saw it when it first came out.
Kentucky has the best punter, number one punter last year. Well, what year is it?
You're both wrong. Ballard told me Tennessee has the best punter next year.
Oh my God. Vodka Drinker says, question. You doing a simulation UGA Bama game for Xbox? No.
Here's a question not with a super chat, but an interesting one, Lou.
Okay.
Showtime Mike. Lou and BBD, would you be college coach if you had a chance?
I don't have time.
Okay, so that's your answer. I'm trying to think of what mine would be. Could I just have the money that they make? Like, I'll take even the lowest paid college coach out there's money. I don't have the football knowledge to be a peewee coach, let alone a college coach. Of course, on game day, we're all coaches.
When the weatherman keeps talking about who the best punter is, what is he basing that on?
Last year.
No, I don't mean when is he basing it on. I mean what?
I don't know. The forecast?
Because now he says Duffy is number 3 right now, but it'll be a close race this year. I'm just curious is he watching football and making the assessment that Duffy is number 3? Or is he looking up some kind of pointless stat that says Duffy is number 3 and whatever pointless stat it is he's looking up? Like total punting yards. How would that determine? That wouldn't determine. If you have a terrible offense, your punter's going to have a lot of punting yards.
Yeah.
I mean, average punt isn't even really an accurate way, because part of what makes a punter good is the ability not to punt it a long way in certain situations.
So what determines the best punter?
The Ray Guy Award would be my.
It's interesting.
Guess.
Shit. It's an interesting question, kind of, that you bring up. I mean, I never really thought of it that way, but yeah, determining the best punter doesn't always have to do with how far they can punt it.
I mean, I think anytime you're trying to figure out who the best of anything is, you have to look at a combination of things. Like you can't look at like total passing yards is not an indication of who the best quarterback in college football is.
Well, it's certainly not an indication of who has the best arm, who can throw it the farthest, because that's Jarrett Garantano.
Oh, okay, good.
He overthrows more receivers than anybody. He's got the best arm.
Uh-oh. I think Jarvis S. might be bandwagon confirmed. That's sad to see. He says Bama has beaten UGA 4 times in a row. Man.
Tennessee can say that.
You should have, what did Herm Edwards, wasn't it Herm Edwards? Don't hit send. Don't hit send, man.
Says.
Don't hit send, man. Confirmed.
Yeah, don't hit send.
Bandwagon confirmed. Man, I hate to see that.
In case you're wondering, Jarvis.
I like Jarvis S.
Tennessee has beaten Georgia.
He's talking about current, not some pointless streak 100 years ago.
Wasn't 100 years ago, damn it. It's 20.
Man, I hate to hear this. I hate to find this out about Jarvis S. I thought he was a real one. You know what I mean? Oh well. Add another one to the list, I guess.
The Biscuit says UGA is catching Tennessee in total wins.
Yeah, it won't take too many more years of what we've seen over the last 10 years for that to happen.
Oh shit.
How far are we behind now? Not much.
I don't know, but you the last
14. We're
15
14
years.
behind. We could make 14 behind. We could make that up in the next 4 years if things stay the way they currently
Yeah.
are.
The last 15 years has killed Tennessee in a lot of those statistics.
I'm from Alabama. Well, unfortunately, that didn't seem to help you when you typed out that Alabama has beaten Georgia 4 times in a row. I'm not happy that we just found out you were bandwagon confirmed. I'm actually disappointed. Thought you would have known. I bet Bama Mike knows how many times in a row Bama has beaten Georgia. I bet Ballard knows.
Chess Hall, that would be incorrect, sir.
Pine Cone, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the super chat. He says, tell them to caught up in rings, BVD, not wins.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I knew what you meant, Pinecone.
Neo knows. Mr. Anderson. Real fan confirmed. Braves WS, thank you for the super chat. He says, people stream the full live game footage on YouTube, so I watch that way, but there's a cable provider called Armed Forces Network. I would love to know who's streaming the full live game on YouTube. To be honest with you, I'd love to know so I could shut them down.
Why would you do that?
Because if I can't stream the game, no one else should be able to either.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to stream the YouTube the game live, but I can't. They'll shut my channel down, and whoever is streaming it live, their channel should be shut down too. Goose Gander.
So the Armed Forces Network streams the game live.
Oh, okay.
I believe is what he's saying. Which is bad.
That's not bad. Isaiah Spiller for Heisman.
Pickens for Heisman. Garantano for Heisman. Stetson Bennett for Heisman.
Trevor Lawrence for Heisman.
There you go.
Rondale Moore for Heisman.
How about this? Anyone not named Trevor Lawrence for Heisman? There we go.
Justin Fields for Heisman. He'll be there, though. He'll be in New York. I think it's Trevor Lawrence's this year. Tariq King for Heisman.
There you go. Keep your finger on that button. Peyton Manning deserved the Heisman in '98. Of course he didn't. He didn't play at Tennessee in '98. He deserved it in '97. He got robbed.
Wasn't it the defensive guy that won it that year?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now all we do now is complain that they don't give it to defensive people. So I'm not about to say that the 1 year that they did was wrong.
I am. That was the wrong year.
Yeah, Charles Woodson.
ESPN won him the Heisman.
Been 13 years since we played in Tuscaloosa and George Pickens for the timeout corner. Aziz Olajari for Heisman.
Somebody needs to make a meme. I guess it's a meme of Pickens pouring water on Garantano with the water boy thing. That's some high quality H2O. And that's the first thing I thought of when I saw that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some high quality
H2O.
Mama said, mama said.
Have you seen the GIF that's going around of the rushing touchdown that Stetson Bennett had, and in the bottom of the screen, Jeremy Pruitt runs out onto the field and spikes his headset?
No.
That one's pretty good too. See if I can find it. Oh, and also in that same GIF is George Pickens acting like an idiot again. Let me see if I can find it for you because it is kind of funny. Yeah, here it is. I'll put it up on the screen. All right. First, you'll see Bennett score. Pruitt comes out on the bottom of the screen, spikes his headset. Now look at George Pickens. There's so much going on in this 4-second clip.
Okay, where's Pickens?
He comes in at the end and jumps in Bryce Thompson's face. I think that's Bryce Thompson, number 0.
Yeah.
He is a 0.
Yeah, exactly.
Look how he comes hopping in, though, George Pickens. And then look at Jerome with his hoodie on thing. Look at him. God dang it. There was a block in the back on that play that wasn't called. It was on George Pickens blocked Bryce Thompson in the back.
It was a pick, he called it. Or not a pick.
Well, there's no such thing as a pick on a quarterback
run.
No,
it wasn't pick. It was damn it. A clip. That's what he called.
That's a block in the back.
Yeah. On the Jeremy Pruitt show the next day.
Look at him. He's going nuts. Jerome. Look at him. One headset. Yeah.
God damn it.
Hey, there was no fixing that headset after that, was there? That broke, didn't it? That definitely broke.
That headset's done.
Now, he should have been called for a penalty on that play.
Yeah, he should have.
He's on the field. You can't
a lot of shit
do that.
Happened.
Yeah.
They do that all the time, though.
On the field? I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Live on the field.
No, well, they don't spike headsets on the field. That should have been.
No, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, this was one of the worst refereed games I've seen in a long time.
It was.
I don't think there's any no ulterior motive type thing on either side.
What do you suppose?
I just think his referees were bad.
The two thugs together, there. The two punks, Pickens and Thompson. What do you suppose they're both saying?
Well, Thompson is crying and Pickens is telling him to shut up. The little hop is just...
yeah. I think Pickens is saying, hang on, I'll get you some water.
I can watch that. When I first saw this on Twitter yesterday, I must have watched it for 5 minutes like this, just over and over again, trying to figure out everything that was going on in this one little clip here.
Oh, look at the guy. Look at the Tennessee coach to the right. You see him? The black guy?
Oh, yeah, look at him running in place.
Watch him. Yeah, hopping and then running in place.
I mean, they could have called a block in the back. They could have called a penalty on Pickens for taunting right there.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit they could have called in there.
Um,
Play over, do over.
the guy for Tennessee could have actually made the tackle at the 3-yard line instead of missing it.
Oh, there's a
I mean,
couple of tackles missed.
should talk about that too, but
I didn't notice that during the game. Did you?
I didn't notice any of this during the game.
Yeah.
The Pickens thing, the Pruitt thing. All I noticed was a missed tackle and a touchdown, but this might be the most interesting 5-second clip in history. There's just so much going on.
Yeah, the little pick and skip there at the end. Now, I like the Tennessee coach on the right that's running in place.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my favorite one. What? Get off.
I mean, Pruitt looks like a total clown. I watched some of your stream back yesterday. What was that? Do you have the same thing he has, or what was that you had on your head?
Yeah, I was trying to imitate that.
Yeah, but what was it you were actually wearing?
One of those Gators.
Oh, so
That's what that is. That's
okay. I didn't know. So you have the same thing he has.
Well, I've got the checkerboard one that he's got, but I couldn't find it, so I used the one that's got the power tees all over it.
Right.
I don't see how he does that, man. I was saying last night that choked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using it as a rally cap and it didn't work. Damn it. I'm sure you can relate to this. A lot of people like to watch our streams and our videos when they know we're going to get pissed off.
Oh,
know?
yeah. Yes.
Like I noticed. Now I didn't get anywhere near what you were getting in numbers, but I noticed in the second half I had a spike, like 60 or 70 people at one period in the second half, and I guess people were expecting me to be blowing my fuse.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, man. All I could it was the last the strip sack where you guys scored on it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I mean, I couldn't get mad at that point. I was just sitting there in silence. I'm sure you get like that sometimes, don't you? Where you're so pissed off that you can't even get pissed off anymore.
I usually sit in silence right after I've went nuts for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite for me. Like I'll sit there in silence and then just erupt. But at that point, I couldn't even erupt anymore. I was just like speechless.
But the same thing happens to me, though. The Arkansas game and the Tennessee game are the two games this year that I've streamed publicly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same thing both times. The first half of the Arkansas game, there was 1,500 people in there. Second half, there was 800.
Yeah.
And it was the opposite this time. Now there wasn't that many people, I think, but it got close to 1,000 in the first half. And it's the same thing. As soon as because people are watching the game, but they know you're streaming,
Mm-hmm.
and they might not have you pulled up. But when Garen Dudu fumbles, they immediately go to BVD. And same thing, Tennessee, Georgia snaps the ball over their head. Tennessee scores on the second play. People immediately go to UNCLELOU, and the numbers go up. Yeah.
I went to yours with the Bryce Thompson thing to see what you were going to say. Because obviously the play had already happened, and I knew it would be a few seconds before I saw it from you, and I was kind of laughing, but then when you called him a rapist, I was like, oh, now Lou, that's just wrong. How you gonna call my boy a rapist or some shit like that? But I know how you feel, man. I can't stop saying. Somebody got on me for saying GD a lot. I can't help it. I can't control what comes out of my mouth when I'm watching a Tennessee game.
Oh, people were telling me I'm the worst father in the world. I get all that. I mean, I don't read the comments. I can't. I watch the game, and I make that clear at the beginning. I'm not here. I'm not here to read every comment you guys make. In the commercials, I come and I sit down at the desk, or I pull my phone up at the bar, and I read the comments. But if you're, I'm here. I'm watching the game while the camera happens to be on. I'm not. So every once in a while I'll look down, but there was a bunch of comments about what a terrible father I am because I said
Did
shit
you go
or
back?
something.
Did you go back and watch your stream when you smacked when you knocked the bar chair over?
Was that the Bryce Thompson deal?
I can't remember. I think it might have been. I don't know. I just got cracked up at the look on Alex's friend's face.
Well, yeah, that was his. Now that's not his friend. That's his cousin.
Oh, okay.
So he knows. He watches all my videos, and so he
Still,
knows. But that was
I
his
mean,
first time being here and
First
seeing
time
it.
being there live. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And I've had this talk with my kids a bunch of times over the years, and I remind them of this before every game. But well,
I'm starting to notice something from Kayla now. She's 20 years old.
Yeah.
She lives on her own. She pays bills, so she has the right to say and do anything she wants to do. And I've noticed sometimes when we talk, she'll accidentally drop an F-bomb, and it's rare that she does it. And I'll remind her, hey, this is your dad you're talking to. Yeah, but Dad, I grew up hearing that. I don't care. It's not nice.
Well,
Say those words.
I whatever people do under their roof with this is fine. Different people handle it different ways. We now there are some things we try to shield our kids from, obviously. I don't want them watching porn on their computer or their iPad at their age, or whatever, certain violence videos, or but as far as cussing, they're not allowed to cuss, but you
can't hide it from them.
Yeah, we don't not cuss in front of them, and we just tell them cussing is like drinking, cussing is like driving. Cussing is like voting. There are certain things you just can't do till you're a certain age.
18, yeah.
I said, you can't. You see mom drink wine in the evening. That doesn't mean you can go to school and drink a glass of wine at lunch. Just like you can't go to school and cuss. You're going to get in a lot of trouble both at school and at home. So instead of trying to just like hide all that stuff from them, we just tell them, look. People do different, some grown up, different people do different things. It doesn't mean what you do or don't do. I caught Alex on his playing some video game. This has been, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I don't even know what he was playing. And he's in there yelling at whoever he's, one of these shooting games, I guess. And whoever he was playing, he called him a bitch. And after I got done laughing for about 10 minutes, I went in his room and I took his video games away for 3 days.
Damn.
Now, does it really bother me that he called a stranger a bitch on the PlayStation 4? No. But the problem is I feel like if I don't correct that, then what's next? He calls somebody that at lunch at school, and then he's in trouble and suspended. And so the same thing with movies. We let them watch rated R movies if there's no sex in it, because I just feel like they're too young to see that. But cussing, violence, that kind of thing, I'll let them watch it with us. That way, if something happens that I think is too bad, I can pause it. Or if I need to explain something to them, I can explain it to them.
At what age do you think it's appropriate for a kid to see a movie with sex in it?
Um,
Not let me rephrase that. I don't even know how to rephrase it. There was a couple of times when Kayla was growing up where I'd be watching a movie, we'd be watching a movie, whatever, and there'd be a sex scene come up, and I'd close your eyes, or whatever.
yeah.
And she'd be sitting over there snickering, like, I saw a sex scene type of thing. At what age is it okay, do you think, to allow your kids to see that? Because at a certain age, they've seen all that shit. They've
Right.
seen it with their friends, and now when we were kids, it was harder for us to see sex scenes. We didn't
Yeah.
have internet and all that shit. Phones we could sneak around and look at stuff on. So I'm just curious.
I think it has less to do with age and more to do with maturity. I don't think there's a set age. I think every parent has to judge that on their own based on their individual child. There's a certain age where I think no 6-year-old should be exposed to porn,
yeah.
for example, and I think everybody could agree on that. But what about a 13-year-old? I don't think a 13-year-old should be sitting in their room watching porn all day, but like you said, chances are most 13-year-olds have seen a boob somewhere.
Yeah.
So
shit, regular TV's getting so bad now. You see sex scenes on regular TV that the only thing missing is a little extra flesh.
I can't really think of a situation that has come up with either of my kids where we had to address that in real time. Like we were watching a movie and we didn't know it was going to show something and it did. I can't think of because when I say rated R movies, I'm talking about like, the Joker. I took my son and my daughter to see the Joker. That was rated R. I'm trying to think of something else that might have been rated R. Maybe something like Bad Boys for Life. I don't even know if that was rated R, but that's got a lot of cussing and violence in it. Maybe that was rated R. I don't know. I almost think it's less important what you let them watch and more important that you watch it with them and explain anything that you, as a parent, you feel like might need to be explained to them. Like, this is a movie. This is not real. We've done that. I remember, I think it was maybe 2 Halloweens ago, horror movies became popular around here with my kids, whether they talking about them at school or whatever. They wanted to watch like the old ones, Friday the 13th, Freddy Krueger, all that. And so we found some and started watching them. Now my daughter loved them. My son watched about 5 minutes and didn't sleep for a week. So I right then I said, okay, well he's not old enough yet to handle that level of whatever that is, horror or whatever. And he's in 6th grade now. So I think this was when he was in 4th grade, and that is young. But someone watching, or even you, BVD with Kayla, I don't know, they might have in 4th grade loved Freddy Krueger and had no problems with it. And that's fine too. And some 4th graders are able to handle more or less than others. My daughter could watch Freddy Krueger all day long and
that's
sleep
the way
fine.
Kayla was, for some reason. Remember Jeepers Creepers?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the second one where he's the whatever the scary character is. He's hanging upside down on the back of the bus, and he licks the back window. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
She walked in. I was watching that movie, and she was little, man. She was probably 8 years old, maybe not even that old. I don't know. She walked in and saw that, and I quickly cut the TV off real quick because I thought it was going to scare the shit out of her. She loved it.
Yeah.
And surprisingly to me, that ended up being one of her favorite movies. Now, a lot of people would probably say, what the hell are you doing letting a kid that small watch that movie? It's not like I, brought her in and said, hey, Kayla, come here and watch this.
Right. And see, even my daughter at her age, there are some parents that are okay with some things, and then some parents aren't. So, like, I took my daughter to the haunted house last October here in town, and she loved it. And so this year she wanted to go again, but she wanted to take 3 of her friends. And I said, well, we can take 3 of your friends, but I need personal permission from all 3 of their parents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, I'm not getting myself in a situation where some kid has, some 13-year-old has told his mom, oh, Natalia's dad's picking us up and taking us to a movie. And then, that kind of lying. And then I get a phone call. I can't believe you took my kid to a haunted house and blah, 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 blah. So, but all 3 parents said, yeah, that's fine. That's okay. But my son, shit, I can't get him to go through the corn maze at the, they've got a, I don't even know what you call it. It's called Steed's Dairy, but every Halloween they turn it into like a mini fall theme park thing. And they've got a cornfield out there, and they cut a maze in it. And, they do have some people dressed up in there and some jump scares and that kind of thing. You couldn't pay him $1 million to walk through that thing. So I wouldn't even ask him to go to the haunted house. I know the answer. No,
That's messed up, Biscuit.
What do you say?
He said some Bama 21-year-olds are grandparents.
It's true. It's very true. My daughter's always been that way, though. She's been a little further ahead with that kind of thing than my son always. I remember taking both my kids to Six Flags. This had to be 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So my daughter was maybe in 2nd grade, 3rd grade, barely tall enough to ride all the rides. She rode in the front row of every roller coaster they had, every one. Upside down, flips, the ones where your feet dangle, didn't matter. She wanted to ride in the front car of every single one. If I were to take them back to Six Flags today, 5 years later, I don't think Alex would ride most of the ones there. He's a lot more, he has more fear than she does.
Right.
Just
I
things in
think
general.
I mean,
Maybe it's because he's the
not
younger.
gonna say
I
it's
don't know.
common, but it seems to be the case.
No. Now Mrs. Lou has talked to my daughter about some things, but that's it.
Interesting question, Lou's drywall guy.
I mean, my daughter's in 7th grade, and it's already at the point now where,
Have you given your kids the talk, Lou?
Well, that's what he's asking. I have not. My wife has talked to my daughter.
Yeah.
My son, I don't. Now, there may be somebody else out there with a 6th grader and that feels differently, and that's fine. Again, this is one of those things I think you just have to know your own kid and what they need or don't need. He's not at that point, but he will be soon. My daughter's in 8th grade. I don't know why I keep saying 7th. She's in 8th grade. My son's in 6th. This coronavirus has got me forgetting a year, because they only went to school half a year last year.
Yeah, that's right.
But, like my daughter, she's already at the point now. She's never here. Every weekend she's either gone or 2 of her friends are over here. And like for Halloween, there's a big group of them that are getting together at one of her friends' house somewhere. So she's already to the point where stuff like that is going on.
Imagine when she is there, she's in her bedroom, right?
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they come out. They like to they'll hang out here too.
Oh, when you're in the studio?
Yeah, like in the evenings when I'm not out here.
Right.
I mean, there's rule. They're not allowed over on this side. They have to stay by the bar. I don't want them spilling anything over here or on all this computer equipment. But they come out here and turn the TV on and drink 19 Cokes, that kind of thing.
Have they had a sleepover yet out there? Well, I guess they can't.
Not out
'cause
here, no.
You're out there all the time on the weekends now.
Yeah,
That's your rental home on the weekends.
yeah.
You got a recliner out there?
No.
Yeah.
I thought about getting one, and I still might. I don't know. It's a matter of, do I want to give up the room? Because it's right. The only place really that I would consider putting it is right in the middle of my pacing path.
Right.
And I can't have that. I can't.
What about back there in the corner where the little round table is? Could you put it there, maybe?
Well,
We could kind of be out
move
of
the
the
round
way there.
table. Well, the whole point of having I have the 3 TVs behind the bar, but those are 32-inch TVs, which are great if you're sitting at the bar.
Right.
But then I have the 55-inch TV on the wall above the computer monitors over here. So if I got a recliner, it would be to watch that TV.
Yeah.
Not to watch the other one. So it would have to be over on this side somewhere. I don't know. I might, but I'm not. I don't know. It's not something I'm going out and getting tomorrow or anything. And if I would want to find like the smallest one I could find.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. I still have plenty of other stuff to do. I tried so hard to get this thing ready to go for football season. I spent so much time out here painting and hooking everything up in the bar and the TVs and all the computers and the desk. And it got to where I could work out here. And then I pretty much stopped.
Yep,
You
I
know,
noticed that.
There's
Now
still a
it's
couple
just
of walls
kinda-
in here with nothing on it. There's other things. There's a lot of things I still have planned to do. And once football season started, I don't really have a whole lot of spare time. Now, my son's soccer will be ending. Well, maybe. I don't know. It depends if he makes All-Stars or not. But this is his last week of games for the regular season, and we'll see if he makes All-Stars or not. I don't know. Maybe then that would give me an extra 5 or 6 hours a week to work out here. Because right now he's got games 2 nights a week and practice 2 nights a week. So that's 4 nights a week. I have to be done by whatever I'm doing in here. I have to be done by 5 o'clock, and so I don't have a lot of time to.
I get what
anything
you're
else.
talking about though, about hurrying to get everything done before football season, because on a much smaller scale, and it was really this wasn't something I planned, but when Caleb moved out, I all of a sudden had this extra room. And so I was hurrying to try and get it painted, repainted, and everything, so I could kind of turn it into my little mini studio or whatever. Now that I've gotten all that shit done, I've started working on other parts of the house, and now I've got all this crap piled up in here.
Yeah.
So it's really, this is like a junk room now.
Yeah. And I've said this several times over the last month or so, and I'm not ashamed to admit this. There's some things I'm good at in life, and there's some things I'm not. I'm not a handyman. Now,
Right.
some of it is because I'm just not good at it. Some of it is because I don't have a lot of patience, and I get frustrated. And
Looks like you've done a pretty good job on the bar.
well,
You did all that.
that's the point. It took me somebody that really knew what they're doing could have done everything whatever took me. It took me 3 weeks to do the bar, the computer desk, get everything painted, the TVs hung on the wall, and a few pictures or whatever I have up in there. Probably took me 3 weeks to do that. Somebody that knew what they were doing could have done everything I did in 3 weeks in 1 week. If I would have done it in 1 week, it would have been a disaster. I have to really take my time because I'm not any good at this I'm just not good at it. But at least I know that. And so I
Jesus,
know,
Wilkie.
okay, let me take my time. So
I knew you had a lot, but I didn't realize it was that much.
how many TVs you got hooked up, Lou, in the home and the rant studio? I have 10. Jesus. There's 5 out here.
I think Wilkie must have 1 or 2 in the shitter somewhere.
5 out here. 1, 2, and 4 in the house, so 9.
2 of those are probably your kids, though, right?
Yeah, there's 1 in the living room, 1 in my bedroom, and 1 in each of the kids' bedroom. That's the house. So there's 4 in the house
Yeah.
and 5 out here. But anyway, the next thing I have to do out here, and I can't really wait much longer on, I have to put another shelf up for these mini helmets. I'm out of room. I've got, I mean, the shelf, I mean, this building is 24 feet long, and I've got a shelf running wall to wall. So that's a 24-foot long shelf. And you can't fit one more helmet on it. It's slapped full. And now I've got 9 that are stacked on the bar.
Those mini helmets are about 6 inches. So that means you've got like, what, 48 mini helmets up there? On that one wall?
Let me see.
Assuming you got them all, you know.
There's 39.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, I keep them in the boxes. So they might be a little
Right.
bigger. So there's 39. And I literally could not fit 40.
Is there, now the boxes, are they all the same?
No, because like Riddell makes some.
Yeah.
Shutt
yeah.
makes some. And well, actually, no. I say I've got 9 on the bar. I do have 9 on the bar in the boxes and all that. Celine Driver has been sending me Ivy League helmets, and those are really hard to find. And they don't come in boxes. So I don't even have those sitting out yet. I'm going to have to find somewhere to put all those. But there's, I don't know, so there's 6 or 7 of those too. So maybe 15 or so I have with no more room to put them. But I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run another shelf, but on the other side, all the way across. So I'll have room for another 39 helmets. I ain't got no interest in it.
Wouldn't it be nice to be able to collect replica helmets?
Oh, yeah. But, man, those things are really expensive.
Yeah, the cheapest ones are like 120,
Yeah.
130 bucks, aren't they?
Yeah. I've got a full-size Georgia helmet, but that's it.
Yeah.
And I have where I cut that little hole in the bar and put the plexiglass with the lights in it and all that. That's yeah, it looks good. Braves WS, thank you for the super chat. He says BBD said on his stream that Georgia effed him out of even being mad.
Yeah. I remember that.
That's true, though. When you had about an hour and a half to digest that loss before the game was ever even over, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like a last-second deal. Those are the worst. Those are the worst. Look at your Mount Cody game. You know what I mean? That's
I'd
the
rather
worst.
not, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying, though? That's the
Yeah.
worst. You know, Georgia's 2017 game. That's the worst. Georgia-Alabama 2017. That is the worst way to lose. No, regular season game or not or whatever. It just, you know, in Georgia's case, it was national title game, which made it worse.
How
But
about the Dobnell boot?
the Dobnell boot game. Those are the worst because you go from thinking you're going to win to you lost. Game over.
You
Just
went
like
from
you have no time to
euphoria
prepare.
to
Yeah.
Suicide almost.
Right. You have no time to prepare for those losses. Those are the ones
Yeah.
that hit you the hardest. For sure. Waikiki, thank you, sir. That's the question about the TVs, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he even listed the sizes of all the TVs he has.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know all the size. The sizes in here is 3 32-inch TVs behind the bar. I think this is a 37 or a 39-inch TV that I have next to the computer monitors, and then a 55-inch TV on the wall above the computer monitors. And then in the house, there's I think a 60-inch in the living room, a 55-inch in my bedroom, a 55-inch in Lou Jr.'s bedroom, and a 40-something in my daughter's bedroom, but I don't really know. TVs are so cheap now, especially if you can get them on sale. I mean, they really are compared to what they were even a few years ago. I mean, you can get a 55-inch 4K TV these days for $200 or $300.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that's not a lot of money. When I say cheap, I mean cheap compared to what that same TV would cost even 2 years ago. You know,
The most expensive, well, I take that back. The second most expensive TV I've ever had in my life was a 20-inch Magnavox TV with a built-in VCR.
I remember those. Yeah.
Thing was $700.
Jesus.
That was back in 90. Late 80s. It's like one of the first ever TVs that came out that had a built-in anything in it.
I had one of those, and I'm pretty sure it was a Magnavox. I remember those.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was a time where the biggest TV you could get was 25-inch, 25-inch color console TV.
Yep.
They weighed 8,000 pounds.
They were floor.
Yeah.
Like they were, it looked like a piece of furniture.
It was a piece of furniture.
Right.
Yeah.
And it had a TV built into it.
Yep.
Yeah. And speakers, like you'd have the screen, and then and basically it was like a TV built into a big wooden box that looked like a piece of furniture, and the speakers were separate from the TV. When I was a kid, I know this is true for you too, BBD. When I was a kid, I was the remote control.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Get up, turn the channel.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember ever having a black and white TV?
Oh yeah, Now I don't ever remember having a black and white TV in our living room, but the first TV I had in my bedroom was black and white. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had same here. I had one of those little Sony, little white looking, looked like something that came off a spaceship.
Had rabbit ears on the back of it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like 9 or 10 inches or something like that screen on it.
Did you ever have now in between the old box TVs and the new what they have now, the flat screen TVs, there was those big projection screen TVs. Did you ever have one of those?
My parents did.
Yeah, I never had one of those either.
I was like 50 inches or something like that. And
I was sort of in, I guess, late teens and early 20s to mid 20s when those big projection screen TVs were popular, and they were very expensive.
Yeah. Actually,
so I never had one.
Back.
I was living in apartments and all these different kinds of rental houses and stuff at that age, and I never had the money to buy one of those nice TVs. And so I would still have the old tube style TVs. Right. And by the time I got married and got really ready to buy TVs, plasma TVs were out. And that was the first flat screen TV I ever bought, a plasma TV. I stood in line at Circuit City on a Black Friday to buy a plasma TV.
Well, now, they used to have flat screen TVs that were still in the box. It was like I don't know if they were tubes or not, but it was still the big box style TV. It just happened to have a flat screen in it.
Yeah. I don't know if I remember that.
You can still go to some thrift stores and see those things.
Yeah.
Where people have kept them. Where Sports Live and the ATLs kept one in the spare bedroom.
Oh yeah, he's got tube TVs all over his house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mike Reiser's back with a joke of the day over on the PayPal page. He says, I bought my blind friend a cheese grater for Gig's birthday. A week later, he told me it was the most violent book he ever read. I think it's supposed to say for his birthday. I bought my blind friend a cheese grater for his birthday.
Yeah.
A week later, he told me it was the most violent book he ever read. Thank you, sir.
Cheese grater for my blind friend. I've got to get out of here in the next 5 minutes, Lou. I've got a doctor's appointment at 11.
Yeah, it's time to wrap it up anyway. But hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in this morning to the morning show with me and BBD. We'll be back Thursday morning to do this all over again. Today's Tuesday, so don't forget, me and Pigskin Pete will be back on this channel at noon for the Lunch Money Show. We'll talk about how much money I lost this weekend on those football games, and we'll take a look at some of the games coming up this next weekend. And then tonight, of course, is the call-in show, Uncle Lou After Dark, at 10 p.m. on this channel. So that's what's going on the live channel today. I'll have a video up this afternoon. I haven't decided on a topic yet for today. The preview videos will be Wednesday and Thursday this week, so I haven't decided on a topic for today's video yet, but probably something Georgia-Bama related.
Gotta be.
Yeah. So that'll be up on the main channel today. That's what's going on with Uncle Lou. BBD, what are you up to?
Well, what is this, Tuesday?
Yes.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
All right. Good.
But Wednesday night, of course, got the 8 o'clock stream. Friday nights, this Friday night, huge game at home. So depending on how it goes, I'll probably come home and stream for a little while Friday night, and then of course Sunday. So pretty much a regular week. Saturday, of course, I'll be doing the Tennessee game.
Yeah, and that's at noon, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can watch. I think I told you yesterday. For whatever reason, me and you have been streaming at the same time every Saturday so far. But I'm gonna tune into your stream on Saturday. I'm only streaming one game this Saturday, and it's gonna be the primetime games, which are Georgia, Alabama, and whatever else is on in the primetime, and that'll be on the Patreon page. Not on the regular channel. So get yourself signed up on the Patreon page and watch the Alabama Georgia game with me Saturday night. There's a link in the description of this video that'll take you over there. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. Big shout out to everybody who helped support the show this morning with the super chat. Mr. Matt Miller, the Weatherman, Definition 409, Brian Biak, Braves WS, Vodka Drinker, Pine Cone, and Waikiki, and of course Mike Reiser over on the PayPal page. Hope y'all enjoy your Tuesday. Me and BVD will be back together for you Thursday morning right here at 8 a.m. Until then, have a great day.
And a good morning.